Mommy Ojomo, I'm going to ask you this question. What challenges have you faced in balancing your spiritual and professional calling? And how have you addressed or overcome these challenges? Bóyá ẹ ti ní ìrírí ẹ̀ pé nígbà yẹn báwo lẹ ṣe ṣe? Ìrírí lágbà. How do you come about it? How do you address the issue? How do you overcome? A fẹ́ kẹ́kọ̀ọ́ látara yín mà.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Especially when you are still young in your marriage and you need to take care of your home, your profession, and your spiritual work. In the house, if you are not careful, there may be conflict. There might be conflict even in the vineyard, in the church where you work for God. Because if you mix it up, it's going to bring conflict. At times, when I go to work, I close early. I always close early so that I can serve in the church. And I make sure I intimate my husband of my weekly program. My timetable is always directed indirectly by my husband because he must know my movement. Like in the celestial, at times you think you want to close early and the spirit take control and you are there and you cannot prepare lunch for your husband, especially when your husband is not a celestial. There comes another challenge. But if both of you come together, reason together, you make him to trust you and you tell him always where you are going. When you are going to Oyinbo, don't let anybody find you in Yaba. Whenever you have to move from one place to the other to do whatever you need to do, let your spouse know about it. Because if you need to do God's work, maintain your family, and then take care of your profession, the three must not hook together. When you are a working class, for instance, if you're a banker, you need a lot of patience to convince your husband because they are not released at time until 7, 8. Definitely dinner time will be over before she comes. Whatever you need to prepare, whatever you need to put in the refrigerator, to quickly warm it in the microwave must be there. Before you go to work, you do all those things in place, put them in place before you go to work and then come back home and then you are thinking of going to weekly service or counseling. But me, I still believe that if you're a committed woman to your home, to God, and to your family, you will always put God first. Because that spirit will keep telling you, as a person of God, the person that God has called, that spirit will always be directing you, don't do this now, go right, go left, obey. That spirit of disobedience is always there. He will always come to you and say, but my husband knows that I'm at work. But he knows you went to work. And then he knows that his own must be paramount. He should do his own first. Take care of your home. And then that God that gave you all these things must be honored. But the way you put it, you need to methodically do everything. Any method you use this week that you still need to carry over conflict, readjust, amend. If you want to belong to all these two places and manage it well, you have to be respectful to your spouse and you honor God. Like some people, they close from work. If they have they are on the rota in the church, from work they go to church. You see their husband will close and come there to pick her up. They go home together because of that understanding. There must be understanding of God's work and the understanding of where you earn. If you fail in the office, your salary will not be there for you to support your home. But make sure that you identify which one is the most paramount. Some people, these two religions, they get married and they manage. Muslims will go their way, pray in their own way. Christians will go pray in their own way. At times it brings a big conflict, but where there is understanding and fear of God, respect for your spouse, and honor to God, respect even to your honor to your wife, there won't be any problem. Like my mentor, the man that I want to mention today, a consultant,
Okay.
he has his own problem. He really faced conflicts. A consultant, a medical doctor, a celestial and world leader. He must be in the church. He must be in the
Office.
vigil. He must be in the hospital. If there is any call, he must go and obey. But I just watched his life. There has never been any problem, there any challenge that he could not manage. And up till 2 days ago that I presented this message, he said, "What a message! This has to go round Celestia." Because these problems is the one that is always there to break homes.
Yes.
Satan always go there to use it to separate children and their parents. So we need to do it off and on, take it to other areas to let people know and be aware that the importance of your career, the importance of your work towards your creator, and the importance of your life, which is your home, they are all paramount. But you have to methodically, spiritually take care of it. That is my take about
Thank
it.
you, ma. Hmm. Mommy has spoken. You have to spiritually take good care of it. Be very vigilant about whatever you are going to do. She has used her own strategy, the way she managed job, and she was able to overcome.